Have we wondered just how busy the park gets on a shortened party day?
We're here at DCA on a party day to kind of see what the lines are like before the party. We're assuming that most people book over at Disneyland, so we're going to go around and see what the crowd is like on a park day here for you. And maybe it might be a good idea to start your day off in some place where they're having a party and transition over to the other one or park hop in the evening. So even though DCA doesn't get hot until around 11, you can already tell it's not as crowded today. Right, let's do some Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's start off. Because usually this is the one that gets the line that I don't like to wait for. So, also, my personal favorite Tower of Terror is the Guardians of the Galaxy. So we got Ant-Man and Wasp actually hanging out over here. Haven't seen them over here before. Mantis is still out there. There's her wanted poster.
My friends, you're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You are now standing in my private office.
I know.
Where I
Carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy let's mute this guy. Hearing your incessant blathering on a constant loop was big motivation for me to escape. I go, ouch! Ouch! Oh, but that was not part of the plan. Why? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the smart one. Listen up, he's gonna put you on a gantry lift for your tour. I'm gonna sneak on top of your lift and take us all the way to the big old generator control room. I'm gonna blast that thing and destroy all the control systems, which will open up every cage in this freak show and free my friends. Our buddy Mantis is in the getaway ship waiting for my signal, and then we'll be on our merry way. But this plan won't work unless you help. I don't have clearance. My hands don't scan. Yours do. If you raise your hands, I get the clearance and the chaos begins. It's a foolproof plan. Oh. I'm gonna take this. Now move it.
Maybe that's a Yoda? I don't know.
It looks like a Yoda.
So I think we got in line around 10:15. It's 10:30 right now, so we made it through the pre-show. So that initial time of 35 minutes might be a little long. Sorry for the awesome lighting that you're getting to see right now. They did such a good job with this. So when you're in the room before the pre-show, it's definitely a good idea to read all the little things and check them out. There was one thing that talked about artifacts from the bottom of the ocean. There's also a little squirrel with, or a little raccoon rather, with Cosmo. It's a chew toy, it's a raccoon chew toy. Maybe in the Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmo and Rocket bump heads. I managed to tear a couple holes into one of my Spirit jerseys. I don't want to buy a new one, so I'm looking for patches to try and sew them up. I kind of like this one. The Quinjet flight crew. That's pretty cool. And the fact that it doesn't come with a pin means it's cheaper. So, and you got Groot with Rocket. And that looks like Mission Breakout. That is Mission Breakout. That's pretty sweet. Oh, and he's got the little tape player. Okay, I'm trying to go on a not buying pin spree because I bought a bunch a while back and I don't really use them that much, but that one is really cool. Okay. We've got, oh, they got a Miss Minutes. This is like the creepiest character in Loki, in my opinion. Like, so creepy. Over in the corner, they have Cosmic Rewind cards with.
Wrong part.
And then they have the Star Blaster here. You got those.
I really like
The
those.
Wonders of Xandar.
Yeah.
How'd that make that over here? Little plushies. Oh, so soft, but I'm not allowed to buy more plushies. I have too many. On and off the ride in 30 minutes. We met a couple other guests that were telling us they got on to IncrediCoaster in about 5 minutes, or no.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes for that. The wait for Radiator Springs racers seems to not go down. We're gonna go get some key lime pie, but everything's looking pretty good right now. The park's starting to pick up like it normally does around this time, around 11, but it still doesn't seem like it's that busy.
Looks like Webster is a pretty full day. Right now the wait time's looking at 50, but for this one, as with Radiator Springs, those are the banger rides in Disney California Adventure. Those are the 2 rides that also have single riders, which I highly recommend that we do. So this is the key lime pie that is a new addition to Pim's Test Kitchen. I don't know if you've been watching Loki season 2, but in the second episode, they had a prominent display of very, very green, almost toxic chemical type of key lime pie. This coloring is slightly more natural than the one that is in the show, so we can't wait. I think they started offering this right before that episode got released. It's actually really good. The key lime wasn't overtly sweet, and for me, who is not a huge fan of really, really sweet dessert, I thought it was really nice. They had a little dollop of whipped cream, as well as a little garnish of like candied lime on top. I don't know, it's pretty good.
Normally, all right, it's 11:20. Normally by now it gets really, really busy. And I'm gonna show you Main Street here in Carsland. That is not busy at all.
There's literally nobody on the street.
So maybe the reason why it's not busy here is because Radiator Springs is closed right now. They need to do some maintenance on the cars, I guess. The cars need to refuel something. But yeah, Radiator Springs is closed right now. So. On to Pixar Pier. $25 minutes for IncrediCoaster. Will you take it 25 minutes? All right, I guess that's a good sign.
Finished IncrediCoasters, and that was not that bad at all. 25 minutes was the posted wait time. We got in and out, I think I want to say like 15 minutes. We also got row 1, which is awesome. There's one little sort of personal complaint that I have with IncrediCoaster is that when they put the wrap over the top of the hill, it's not nearly as thrilling, but when we were in the front row, you can kind of look down the tube, which made it that much more exciting. So front row was really cool. Just walked by Mr. Incredible. We have joy and we have sadness over here. Yeah, so I think Pixar Pier tends to be a little bit more crowded right now. Toy Story Midway Mania is, I think, at 75 minutes. So far, I think the busiest land is actually at Pixar Pier. Obviously, with Radiator Springs going down, that probably was the reason why, as to why Cars Land wasn't as bad. Vintage Campus wasn't that bad at all this morning. Story, we were at the Silly Symphony Swings. There's a Magic Key special photo op session. We were here last time, and
the magic didn't happen.
The magic didn't happen.
So let's try again.
Everybody say, hola, Miguel.
Hola, Miguel.
Muy bien. Okay, now, this is the moment of Miguel's fantastical journey where he meets a charming trickster named Hector. How does he find the card to fulfill his musical destiny? What are you doing? Yes, Luisa de Kerner, vamos a ayudar. Everybody, let's go. Miguel seizes the moment.
It is also coinciding with the DSA Los Muertos. They turned the Paradise Pier area into sort of like a CoCo themed area. There's some activities to do here. There's live performances over there. And you can actually meet Miguel right over here. But I think Miguel is just out there doing his performance, so we might not be able to see him straight away. But let's take a look at his little meet and greet area, which is super, super cute. And the mariachi performers are just over there doing the Miguel show. You can go into the little pavilion to check out some of this stuff. Super cute. Yeah, I don't think Miguel's going to be here for a little while because he was just out there performing. So that's it. Yeah, so if you're next time when you're in Paradise Pier, definitely check this out. This is a super cute area, especially around the Halloween season. I think Mike's going to go off and ride the Zephyr. This one tends to go down a lot, but looks really empty right now. So I'm actually going to encourage him to go ahead. 5-minute wait. That's essentially a walk-on. So yeah, right now. All right. Well, why don't we join him? Because the wait is not that bad.
I've always seen the Golden Zephyr, never ridden it, finally rode it today, and it's an old amusement ride that spins around.
Big Dumbo.
It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's a nice, I do enjoy. They've got a little like the old-timey radio voice, like have a swell time riding around this. That's kind of nice. The most exciting seat in this one is definitely the left seat, because when you get up high and you eventually get up over the water, you are kind of leaning maybe at like a 30-degree angle, and you're looking down and there's just straight water underneath you. So if you've got somebody that's maybe a little nervous about heights, have them sit on the far side when you get in. So anyways, it was a fun little ride. Definitely worth the fact that there was like no wait at all. So if you're ever walking by, there's no wait for the Zephyr, hop on. It's a nice, it does go down a lot, but it was a nice little kind of just old-timey amusement ride there.
We finally made it to the Grizzly Peak Run area, and the Grizzly River Run is pretty busy right now. I mean, obviously it's a pretty hot day, so I'm not that surprised. Actually, it's not looking that bad, so we'll go right. I actually stand corrected. There is no wait. It is literally a walk-on because the ride just opened. But just keep in mind that this ride does have a single rider. So if you're just a party of one, the single rider is by the exit sign. I'll link in the description below for all of the single riders attractions that I did in DCA and Cal Disneyland to give you a bit of a flexibility in terms of reducing your wait time a little bit. So yeah, this one is one of those like raft rides where you can randomly get very, very wet.
It's a little bit of a game of roulette.
Yeah, just depends on where you're sitting. So. All
right, so we're back from Grizzly River Run. That is some of the most fun I've had in a while in the park, because it was it's kind of a random game of who's going to get wet now, and the boat that we were in was awesome. Everybody in it was great. I was doing okay until we hit one spot and a giant wave of water went down my back. So I am completely soaked on the back. I'm doing okay on the front. Our gear made it through okay for the most part, but I'm wet. Jin, you can tell, had a great time. So the line's up to 40 minutes now. It had just opened when we got on, so we pretty much walked on. It was great.
Let us give you a pro tip. Whenever you're going to a theme park, Disneyland, Disney World, I don't really care.
Universal Studios especially, since their water rides are...
a large enough plastic bag to put your bags in.
Yes, we've had the mistake of doing that before, and we've had a bag get completely waterlogged. This time we got lucky. I hunched over and protected it.
He shielded my bag with his life because he was the one that wanted to do it, so...
I gave her the option of waiting for me, but...
in the name of love,
she called my bluff.
Well, we are getting pretty hungry, so I decided to order a Halloween specialty burger that is offered at the Smokejumpers Grill. And looks like my mobile order is just ready. And as with mobile orders, I highly recommend getting your order in early in the day so you can sort of like schedule it out late for later. So when it's lunchtime, it's not going to be a super stressful ordeal to grab your food. Looks like a huge hangar up here, actually. Got some little, yeah, wow. I've never been in here. This is nicely decorated. Got a lot of like, you know, wildfire awareness stuff, which is obviously very, very apt for the name. So yeah, wow, this was great. Just picked up our ghostly double burger. I think it's like a double beef patty with soy chorizo. And I don't think that's a ghost pepper up there. That would be incredibly spicy. But supposedly there's the ghost pepper spread that is part of sort of like the black bean sauce, and they have provolone cheese. That looks absolutely delicious. Definitely doing the dessert first order today, having had key lime pie over there at Pimp Test Kitchen already. So we're ready to dig into this ghostly double decker here. Ooh, this looks really good. All right, gonna give a bite to this jalapeno pepper. Oh, it's almost like a pickle. It has more sourness than spice, but it's pretty good. Wow, this burger is definitely, it's hefty. All right. Ooh. Yep. Has a little bit of heat. And you can definitely taste the spiciness. I think there's a little bit of like corn bits in there as well. And it comes with crinkly fries. My favorite. The bun is a little bit colder than what I would like, but obviously with quick service, still pretty decent. Just finished the burger, the patty. It was a little confusing, so I'll have to double check on that. They did say beef and soy chorizo, so I'm not sure if it's actually like
That's a combination.
Yeah, it may be. You know, I think the patty was well cooked, well flavored. Definitely has a little bit of kick to it with the ghost pepper. Not super spicy, but I think my tolerance for spice is not super high. But I will say the one thing that's a little bit disappointing is the bun. You know, when you get that not so, you know, warm bun that's kind of like crumbly and not the right way, I think that's the texture of the bun. So, yeah, all in all, for I think $15.99, it's not bad for quick service. Just did a quick little ride check around the Disney Park, Disney California Adventure. Looks like the Toy Story Midway Mania has been consistently around 70 to 75 minutes. That's the one that is really, really atypical, but everything else seems to be generally in the 40 to 45 minute range. I think Radiator Springs just reopened. It was down this whole entire morning, and this before we came for lunch, there was a young gentleman that was booking it from Grizzly River Run area all the way to Carsland, wanting to catch the break before the ride opened. So I hope he made it, because he was very excited when Radiator Springs finally opened. Yeah, there's some evacuation going on up there in Grizzly River Run there. And that cart's been stuck there for a hot minute, and it hasn't moved. Oh yeah, they're coming down. Hopefully somebody's instructing them to get down there.
Today was a good day so far. Park's been busy, but not too busy. Ride times have been really reasonable, except for there's been a couple rides that have been pretty long.
Yep.
We are standing in front of a currently not working
Grizzly River Run.
Grizzly River Run. We saw people get stranded and stuck on the thing. They had to send up cast members to help people evacuate down the lift.
Yeah. So I think in terms of the ride times on a party day, I don't think the difference is all that substantial. Like Magic Kingdom.
It hasn't been that much today.
Yeah.
But I would say I would definitely be interested to see what a weekday
That's true. That's fair.
night would probably get. So that'll probably be something that maybe we'll try and do in the future, but we usually come down on the weekends, so it might be a little bit more challenging.
Really great morning. We tried some of the new foods and food offerings here at Disney California Adventure, and we also got to meet Judy Hobbs and Nick Wilde.
Yes,
so I've only seen them kind of roam around. I've never taken a picture with them, and let alone interact with them for an extended period of time. So that was really, really cool. So I think that's pretty much about it for this afternoon.
Yep. All right.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell. Please subscribe to our channel so you can continue to help us grow our community together. Really appreciate it. We will see you soon. Bye.
See ya.